When in doubt, create. I think there's two options, right? Like, if a lot of times when we're not sure what we're gonna do, or we're feeling a little lost, or we're kind of at that stopping point where we're like, I'm messed up right now. I think we can retreat, and this is my preference, right? This is my preference. We can retreat and like lay down and, grab our phones or our laptops and doom scroll away. And we could do that. But then, why I'm in a cemetery? Because cemeteries remind me that everything's finite, right? Like we get one playthrough. However, if we don't treat it like it's a game, like if we treat everything like it's super important all the time, it's a problem another way, right? Like, because we put so much emphasis on everything. We're like, oh no, oh my poor limbs. If we put too much emphasis on everything, we treat everything so sacred, then we're in trouble. But then I think there's a risk that if we don't remember, like there's just finite time, right? But when in doubt, create. And I say that because we get our way through things better if we do this. We make our way into better waters by making things. It's not as good if we lean back and try to wait for something to happen to us. All the movies we like, all the books we like, all the comic books we like, all the video games we play, there's an action, and we have to act or we won't get where we need to go. John Shedd has a quote: "A ship is safe in harbor, but that's not what ships are for." I think a lot of times when we get worried about things, or when we're in doubt, or when things aren't going super well, we go back, right? We look back, we think back, we try to recreate stuff we had in the past, or we say, I'll never be able to do it again. But the thing is, everything we did for a first time, right? And so sometimes you get in a groove, you work the groove, but when you fall out of the groove, you're not going to find it in harbor. You've got to get out to the water again. Total side note, unrelated. Man, I'm 55 years old. I'm still shy making vlogs in public. And I have been running all over the place. The only place besides the cemetery. Everyone's here. It just poured out. There was just massive thunderstorms. I figured I'd have the universe to myself, but I sure didn't. But see, even that, you've got to take your risks. Reward is on the other side of risks. The question is, how many can you take? How big do they have to be? But they're not in harbor. They're out there. They're out there in the deeper waters. But Chris, you clearly wise, but painfully shy creator. What should we create? You said when in doubt, create. All right, what? Here's what I do. I try to create things that resonate and I try to look out for a couple other things. I think when we're in that lost moment, I think one of the problems we have is that we sometimes create pity me kind of content. I do anyway. I create stuff that makes people feel very empathetic towards me or sympathetic towards me, and they think I should help this poor soul out, which isn't what I want. I think it's just me kind of admitting, it's like the first step of AA. Like, we admit we had something we were powerless over, right? That's where I start, So when in doubt, maybe create your pity party stuff and then flush it down the toilet, because nobody needs it, nobody wants it, and you don't want that attention when you're feeling like you're trying to recreate something or come up with something new. And so then what you try to create is something that resonates. You do something that you think, I wonder if anyone else feels like this. And it's got to have kind of like a positive spin to it. It can't be like, does anyone else feel bad? I mean, I guess you could do that, but that's surely not what we come to want to see. So in making media, at least, that wouldn't be the thing to create. In making business, it's what do people need? What could they use? How can I be helpful? And that's where to start. So I always start from there. How can I be helpful? Because to me, that's going to get me closer to what I want to get done. And I usually make a lot of false starts and a lot of failures because I try a lot of iteration. And I think that's important and worth it. There is such a loud little bird in this tree. I come up with iterations. So just like there was a massive thunderstorm and now the sun is pushing through all these clouds. When in doubt, create. Get that ship out of the harbor and stop being safe. Make some failures and then start stacking up little wins. But don't cocoon away. Don't hide. Don't run, because it's always going to be better if you figure out what you can do to move instead of how you can protect yourself. Movement is life, like Brad Pitt said in World War Z, the zombie movie. I cannot escape those lawnmower men. But they're doing a job, and they're doing something very important. And I mean, when's the better time for them to do it? It's about to be the weekend. And what do I want them to do? Wait until there's all kinds of tourists out here? Please subscribe if you feel like it. And always, you can send me email, chris@chrisbrogan.com. I'm always telling you to be good to yourselves. I need that advice today too, so I'm going to be good to me. A couple good things for me, a couple fun things. I need a little fun, a little joy. So I'm going to go seek some joy. I'll catch up with you. Drop me a line, chris@chrisbrogan.com.